what we have.
We're doing the best we could.
That
It worked.
sounds good. Okay.
Yeah, it worked well last night.
So yes, Jason, we are back on the seas here.
Oh my goodness.
Cheers to that.
Oh.
And also cheers to we were on time.
Right, I mean, barely. Yeah, we were on time.
We are on time.
We made it on time.
So guys, this is going to be a different lineup today. We are mostly going to talk about what it's like cruising right now. We're not going to give it all away because, I need some content here to put out that's new news.
Good morning. Yeah, I told him light on the OJ, but here we are.
Well, at breakfast, for Jason's first mimosa of the day,
Yep.
we had them bring a separate jar of orange juice so that we could OJ appropriately.
Right. Pro tip.
So Jason pretty much took the OJ and waffed the orange.
Q.
Hey,
Look,
Miss Q.
the whole Summit cruise in here.
Oh my goodness.
Hey,
I'm going to be so jealous of you in a couple of weeks. Like, I know I'm going to Paris, but...
No, I love cruising. All right, guys. An upgraded morning show. It is. Yeah. These are way too much orange. I mean, they're good.
Kathleen, literally, he took the orange juice and just went over to his glass. That's what happened.
I guess it's good I have a little bit of vitamin C. All right, guys. So
good morning. For those of you that are just joining us, this is the Today in Travel talk show. This is every Tuesday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I didn't screw that up.
I'm actually on Eastern Time here.
Normally, Jason and I are virtually doing this, him from Nashville, myself from New York. But we have the pleasure of doing this live. So, Jason, why don't you introduce yourself?
All right, guys. If you don't know, I am Jason Poole. I am a travel advisor with Cruise Planners, which is an American Express travel representative, and specialize in all things cruises. I love all-inclusive resorts and just have a deep passion for Europe land trips. I just love Europe. Cannot wait to go. Booked a flight to Europe last night, actually.
That's
so some Europe. Good. And normally we are joined, we're doing our show virtually across the country, but we're in person. Miss Haley Whiting.
So I have 14 years in the hotel world. I own a hotel sales support service called Hospitality with a Flair. And I am a travel blogger. And boy, the content this week.
There's so many travel bloggers, so many.
You guys are going to have content overload because everybody just approaches it from such a different point of view. I even change up normally a day blog, and I'm like, you know what? We are doing straight facts videos. There's actually one coming out later on the 6 changes to the dining experience on board. There are some changes, guys. There are a lot of changes. So, super happy to be back sailing.
It feels. Well, let's start from the beginning. So we'll kind of briefly talk about what we did in Nassau.
Yeah, well, let's compare hotels.
Yes. So I stayed at the Grand Hyatt Baha Mar. If you don't know the Baha Mar, there are 3 properties at the Baha Mar. Oh, Alex is on the Celebrity Millennium. Hello, Alex. 3 properties on the Baha Mar. You have the Rosewood, you have the SLS, and then you have the Grand Hyatt. So those 3 properties make up the Baha Mar. And I stayed at the Grand Hyatt. That was my first time staying there, and
It was your first Grand Hyatt too, right?
I stayed at the Grand Hyatt in Tampa.
Okay.
But it was totally different. I honestly don't think this should even been called a Grand Hyatt. I mean, it was the Las Vegas Strip casino hotel on the beach. I mean, the property was beautiful. My room was beautiful. It was just a great experience. I cannot wait to go back. I was actually looking at rates over Labor Day weekend to go back. Like, I just loved it.
I could be swayed.
Yeah, I loved it. I loved it. It was great. I would highly recommend the Grand Hyatt Baha Mar. The pools are great. The restaurants are great. I mean, it's pricey. I mean, it's Vegas prices.
Oh, it absolutely is. So, Justin, you could just come watch it live in the solarium.
Come live, if you can even hear us.
It could be like a real Today Show. You know, where there's people in the audience. We should have done that.
So I spent 2 nights there, and like I said, great experience. The staff was friendly. The room was great. I would highly recommend the Grand Hyatt to anybody. And you stayed at the famous
Atlantis Resort, but Atlantis with a twist. So for those of you that don't know, Atlantis has a variety of towers. So the original towers were the Royal, then there's the Coral, And then there's two other side towers called the Reef, which is their residence like timeshare.
Yep.
And then there's the Cove, which is where I stayed. And the Cove is more of a sweet boutique experience within the Atlantis Resort. It has its own check-in area. It has its own beach. It has its own pools. It has its own adult pool. It has its own restaurants. And it was a very different experience. And I can say from being there now, I don't know if I could recommend anything other than the Cove because I just
for people who go to the Atlantis.
Yeah, for people who go to the Atlantis, because it was just such a smaller scale experience with how big that resort is. It's massive. The service was phenomenal. The prices on food were a bit crazy.
That's just
it's what it is. So when you buy food in the Bahamas, just so you know, guys, there's a VAT that comes on top of it, and an automatic gratuity.
Oh yeah.
Automatic. And the VAT's like 12%, the gratuity's 15%. So, I mean, right off the bat, you're already getting like an additional 27% on top of your bill. I'm going to tell you, I ordered this beautiful seafood platter. Now, it said it was shareable. Now, when I think shareable, I think, you get a plate of 5 mozzarella sticks, right?
Right.
Like an appetizer plate. Well, this massive thing comes out, and I was just blown away. I was like, oh my God, I can't finish this. But, I mean, there were gobs of lobster on it.
Okay.
It was $230.
You didn't tell me that. Wow.
Well, I wanted your live experience.
Wow. That was
I mean, it was delicious, but it was like, oh my God.
Yeah. No, it was great, but I would do it again. I think a long weekend. I wouldn't stay there for a week.
Yeah, I wouldn't do a week. Long weekend.
A long weekend would be nice. And then Saturday rolled around, and we went to the show. What time did you get? What time was your check-in time?
My check-in was 12:30. I did get called 20 minutes early.
Okay.
And I will give just an overall big props. I think Royal handled it very well overall.
I do too. So I had a 4 o'clock check-in. I wanted just a relaxing day at the Grand Hyatt. I wanted to go to the Tiki Hut, which is famous right by, down the road from the terminal.
That's near the fish fry, right?
Ish.
Okay.
It's right next to the Brand New Margaritaville, the thing, the property. And the Margarita property looks actually.
It's gonna be beautiful.
It looks really nice. We went, and guys, we walked in. I haven't even told you this. We walked into the Tiki Hut, and we were like the first people there. There were 5 or 6 of us. We walked in, and everyone starts clapping and saying, "Thank you for coming back. Thank you for coming back." I was glad I had on my sunglasses. I was like, "Don't cry. Don't
Since
cry."
your black heart turned a dark shade of gray.
Don't cry. They were just so thankful for us to be there.
And that is a common sentiment across the board.
I'm almost even just thinking
I
about
will.
it.
One of my waiters the other night almost made me like cry. I was like,
yeah, so it was easy. So for guys you don't know, we had to check in at the Hilton Colonial, which is it's right near the terminal. I mean, I've walked there a million times. We had to do a rapid test.
Antigen test, yeah.
Mine took 28 minutes.
Mine was maybe 25 minutes. They said it can take up to 40. They do give you a Wi-Fi code. And if you guys want to see what this experience looks like, I have short videos of it, 60 seconds to the point on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram of the full process, what to expect.
It was actually pretty easy.
I said from start to getting into my stateroom was just under an hour.
Yep. So pro tip, guys, instead of waiting in the room for the antigen results, you can leave that room and go somewhere else.
I wish I knew this. I would have left.
There's a bar downstairs. Those drinks were cheap.
Were they?
For 5 or 6 of us, we all got cocktails. It was like $6.
That's not bad.
No.
For a hotel.
For a
hotel as well.
No,
because one of the things, the reason you can do that, because it makes it feel like you have to stay in that ballroom.
That's what we thought too.
But you don't.
You don't.
Because you have to go up and show them your pass to get a sticker.
Right, which
to get on the shuttle.
Yeah, so they do a shuttle to the road part of the terminal, and then
which is all torn up right now because they're redoing it.
They're redoing it. Yeah.
The plans look beautiful.
Yeah, we walked on. So I got on board probably around 4:30-ish. Which, guys, I kind of liked the late check-in because I was able to just relax in the morning, hack in the room. I got coffee. So I kind of liked the later check. I mean, yes, I was probably going to get on the ship. Of course I was. But for my Celebrity Summit cruise in July, I picked a 2 p.m. check-in.
So that'll be a little different for you.
Yeah, but it'll be kind of nice to kind of just relax, have a nice one last lunch at St. Martin. So, I'm looking forward to that. So we get on board, and there's only 1,050, 1,060 people on board.
What?
There's only like 1,000 people on board.
I thought you said 50,000.
No, like 1,050, 1,060.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like just over 1,000
Just over
people
1,000
on board.
people on board.
And there is a reduced crew. Not by much,
Not by
fair.
much.
Not by much.
Nope.
But, reduced enough to one of the points that's going to come up in my video to not have Windjammer open at the same time.
Yeah, so the room attendant came in and, perfect. 2 p.m. on the summit. Love
Take your time in the morning. Like,
like
there's no need to rush. A bunch of us, we've cruised before.
Right. So if you guys don't know, the crew were not allowed to get off in Nassau for supplies. So a bunch of us bought toiletries for the crew. So I brought on like some deodorant, some toothpaste, some toothbrushes, and so the room attendant comes like, "Oh my gosh, hi!" And I said, "Hey, I heard you guys can't get off for supplies." He said, "We can." I said, "Well, this stuff is for you." And I said, "Bars of soap," and he almost got a little emotional, and I was like, "Don't cry, dude. Don't cry."
You might be light gray at this point.
I know.
That black heart.
I was like, "Don't cry," because I'm getting teary-eyed telling the story, and so they were so thankful. The room attendant was great. And as crazy as it sounds, it felt like we were just on a cruise like a month ago. Like being on board is like we were just here.
Yeah, like it kind of feels like we skipped 2020 for a second.
We did.
And just like this is like the Memorial Weekend cruise that we never got.
So it really feels pretty surreal with how normal things actually are on board. Minus the dinner situation. We'll talk about that in a second.
Yeah.
But
masks aren't required on board.
Children have to wear them.
Children have to wear them. I'm talking about for us grown folk.
Right. The children have to wear them. No mask. All the crew are wearing masks. They all have like little pins on their shirt.
It's cute, actually.
And it's like the face behind the smile behind the
smile behind the mask.
And so all the crew have little pictures of themselves. So that's kind of fun, kind of cute. And then dinner on board, I will say, is not. It's gotten better the last night.
It has, because I think we've kind of gotten the hang of it. And one of the things I'll dive into a bit more later, I'm really enjoying the being able to make reservations in the app.
Yes, so if you guys
really enjoying that.
So a few things. The Windjammer is closed for dinner. So that is unfortunate. So if you want just a casual, quick dinner, your option is Cafe Promenade, which I did night one. Actually, I did it last night too.
Yeah.
That's all you have. So the main I looked at Giovanni's like 2, and I was there like 2 hours and 20 minutes, and I thought I was going to lose my mind. I just cannot stand.
I have not had the dining experiences that you have.
Oh my god, I just cannot stand 2+ hour dinners. I lose my mind sitting there for 2 hours. But last night, some friends went to the main dining room for formal night, and they said they ran out pretty quickly. You went to Giovanni's last night?
I would have been out a little quicker, but I had a couple people stop me and like, I see your
right.
vlog, like that kind of thing. But Israel has a question in here. Do you feel the food quality is back to par before the pandemic? Some other YouTubers were disappointed.
I think it's the exact same.
I think it's the same, and I will actually say this is the best Giovanni's I've had.
I thought it was good. I mean, my steak was overcooked, but...
Oh, mine wasn't. Like, literally everything I had last night was perfection. Like, and normally, I'll get gnocchi, and I've had it at Giovanni's before, and this was the best gnocchi I've had at Giovanni's. Like, it was very pillowy.
I thought it was...
The filet was great. The tiramisu is great. I only ate half of it because I was like, I cannot eat all of this. It's huge. You ate all of it? Okay.
Don't fat shame me. I ate it all.
Did you eat pasta too?
Moving on. Moving on.
But no, honestly, I think it's back to what it was. I mean, like, does cruise food blow your mind? No. It doesn't.
No.
Is there some really good cruise food on the ship? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've had some great meals on cruises, but nothing I've ever been like, well, except for Murano on Solstice class.
Yeah, and that Tuscan Grill on Solstice.
That was good.
That was really good. But I mean, like, it's not like you're going to a Michelin star experience.
I think Murano was that good, though.
Like, you gotta adjust your expectations. Like, what was it, $1,400 for my solo cabin on this cruise?
Hey,
what am I expecting for $1,400?
Food's better than it was in our Mexico resort.
Oh, 1,000%.
So, So dinners are weird. Like you can't go to specialty unless like your reservations are linked, and there's a lot of security theater going on, right? So we can be all together. We can have 10 people right here together, but we can't stand at the bar stools. We can hang out in the pool together, but can't all congregate like that.
That's why it was neat. They did allow us to sit at the pool bar on Coco Cay.
Yes.
Which is, there's just kind of a little bit of inconsistency.
Yes. Look, guys, it's a
lot on that level.
It's security theater, right? I mean, we know it, right?
Like you see somebody cleaning something, you automatically kind of feel a little
better.
better.
Right.
That's what it is.
But we got to do 2 days at Coco Cay. I did 2 days of stuff I've never done before.
I did 2 days of not paying for anything extra.
I got a pretty good deal. So day 1, I did the water park. I did 2.
You had an experience.
I did 2 slides. I did the tall one. I did the tall one North America. It was fine. It was long, but it wasn't that scary.
You're like, how much longer till I get to the bottom?
Oh my god! I mean, it was nice, and it got fast in some areas, but it was just kind of long. And then I did the dueling dragon. I think is what it's called.
The story's so good.
That's the
Rick
one.
Rick Sincata tells it so good.
And Rick was like, let's go do the dueling dragon. It's like, okay, cool. So you get up. And you cross your arms, you stand up, you cross your arms, cross your leg, you go into like this coffin thing, like it closes, and you know what's coming. They're about to pull the floor out under you. And it was like 3, 2, 1. Goof. Guys,
Jason's soul left his body.
I came out of that slide a different man. I was actually stumbling the rest of the day, slurring my words. Like, one of the people in our group is a physician. And she was like, "Did you hit your head? Like, are you bleeding anywhere?" I was like, "Doctor, I'm fine." I was like, "Actually, let me make sure." I thought I had said there was life before that slide.
Do you think the whites left your early?
Oh my god! I don't get me wrong. I'm glad I did it. It was fun, but I had just a tiny bit of alcohol before, not a ton, and it scared the crap out of me. But it was fun. Then did the wave pool and just chilled. Went to the Oasis Lagoon. Day 2, I did the Cocoa Beach Club. Guys, I'll be honest. I don't think it's worth it. I paid $81 for the beach club, and all I wanted to do was to be in the Oasis Lagoon.
The Oasis Lagoon is just money. The only time I think I could see myself paying for Cocoa Beach Club is like when an Oasis Splash shows.
Yeah, when there's like 6,000 people here, if it was a busy spring break time or something, I could see doing it. But I was sitting there, like, and everyone talked about how much better the food is, and my salad was good. My burger was just like, all I wanted was the free chicken sandwich from the Snack Shack.
I love that sandwich.
I was like, I just want the chicken sandwich. So, a lot of people, look, the beach club is great if you're wanting a chill, even romantic, easy, relaxed day. The beach club is nice. But I just did not think it was great. So about 1 o'clock, I just went back to the Oasis Lagoon. And some of my friends and clients were like, we knew you'd be back over here.
It was almost like a bet. Like, what time is Jason going to be here?
Yeah, and it's kind of boring. There's no music. I mean, it's fine. Yeah, so the price, I got it for $80.99, so $81. But like, someone had the book it a week or two ago.
It's not worth $160.
It was $188 for that. You didn't buy it. So
not worth it at that time.
Like Sarah's doing it in November. She got it for like 60 something.
That's worth that. That could be worth it.
Go in the morning, have a relaxing day. But I don't think I'll ever do the water park or the beach club again. Like just Oasis Lagoon.
It is. So like my first day, I went over to Chill Island and practically had a beach to myself.
Yeah.
Which was lovely. And then I made my way over to Oasis Lagoon Pool.
Right.
And went to the Snack Shack. Went back
chicken
to
sandwich.
So I had a fiasco the first day of my chicken sandwich. No, it wasn't them. I went to go get a drink.
I know this.
And I see the crew running around the table where my bag was. Like, I'm maybe 30 feet getting a drink. And I see the 2 crew members running over to my table. One of those birds came up and took my chicken sandwich. The crew was so nice, like, we're going to go get you another chicken sandwich. I had no clue what happened. But yeah, if you ask, the crew members will watch your table and watch your sandwich. I had usually either half to a quarter, depending on how much I walked that day. I had a chicken sandwich with a salad and mozzarella sticks. And actually, I split a funnel cake with Debbie Blonick the other day. We all got the funnel cakes are so good, and they're not big. They're just like
I don't like funnel cakes. I didn't get it.
Oh, it was so good. But and that's what I did second day. I took photos. I had to do some photography stuff.
Yep.
But then I went back to the Oasis Lagoon pool, had lunch at the snack shack, and then got back on board to start doing my hair for formal night.
Yeah, so formal night was like 3.
I don't see the sense in paying for a ton of things at Cook. Okay. Now, granted, if I came here with my daughter, would I probably buy her a water park pass?
Yeah. So if you came with children, the water park pass can be nice. Or even like elderly, like if you travel with like your parents or grandparents, the beach club can be nice. For older people, just relaxing. But I just like the Oasis weekend. They had a DJ. The music was really good.
Yes, it was. It was a variety.
It was a good variety. So I mean, I really like the Oasis weekend.
Like it wasn't all like young stuff, and it wasn't all like sweet home Alabama. Like it was a blend.
It was good. So today
we have a question about the wave pool. How was the wave pool?
It was fine. It was funny. That's the first time I've been in a wave pool in probably
15 years.
I was gonna say 20. Actually, no. 25. Maybe more years. So I'm in the wave pool and I'm like jumping around the wave pool, and I literally think this was way more fun when I was a child. Like this is not.
Olivia's the one that'll swim all the way out. She wants to hit that big wave.
That's what I did. I went all the way to the very end, and I was just kind of bopping around, and I was like, this used to be more fun when I was a kid. So.
Although the one at Disney's Typhoon Lagoon, there's never a wave park like that. Like that wave pool.
Love it.
It's insane. So we had formal night last night.
Night 3 was formal night. Yeah.
I was surprised at how many people were actually dressed up. Like that's the most dressed up I've seen people.
That was the first time I put on a jacket.
On a Royal Caribbean cruise in a long time.
That was my first jacket in a year and a half.
Wow.
Yeah, but I haven't worn like a nice jacket in a year and a half.
I mean, it was kind of fun. Like I was almost reminiscing, like doing the full face of makeup, curling my hair, and it was a lot of fun. And everybody kind of did their respective dinner plans. I did Giovanni's.
I did the Cafe Promenade.
Yeah, everybody did that, and then we all were in the champagne bar. I love that this ship has a champagne bar. It's small, but I love it. And they have some new drinks in the champagne bar.
And they have Hendrix on board. They have Hendrix on board.
So Jason's been fangirling. Like they have this new passion spritz with Aperol and a little passion fruit. It's really good. And then we all went to karaoke, which Jason just loved. As you guys know how much Jason loves karaoke. But I will say,
I literally left, went to the pub that it was shot, and came back.
Most of us stayed out of respect, because of course I did karaoke.
I took videos of you.
Oh, did you?
I have videos of you singing. I have proof I was there.
For 5 minutes. I was the second person.
Yeah.
But honestly, everybody overall was pretty good last night. Like there was only one and one terrible person. Like it wasn't like you on the solstice, okay?
Yes.
And then we all went dancing.
Yeah, so it was fun. So like it was literally just us dancing.
And it was kind of nice. Like there's part of me that misses the big party atmosphere because you're not going to have that yet back on board. Like there's not.
No, and again, the security theater, they were like, please socially distance. Everyone kind of like distance out for like a few minutes, and they came like right back together.
But it wasn't like everybody up in each other's armpits.
No, we were kind of. I mean, look, we're all vaccinated, So, but it was fun. And then the party stopped at
1:30.
1?
No, 1 o'clock. Yep.
Stopped at 1.
We got pizza. Jason took the last pizza, so everybody else had to wait.
I forgot. That was like my only dinner. I had like no dinner, real. So yeah, that was my dinner. I forgot. I did. And then a few of us went to the casino bar, and I left it 3 from the casino bar. Woke up this morning, felt fine, shockingly. Here we are again.
What is there for dinner at Cafe Promenade?
Pizza, pre-made sandwiches, wraps.
I
Nothing great.
love the Cafe Promenade, though, especially Voyager class. I love it. It's just short, quick, easy. I've been doing it for breakfast even.
Speaking of breakfast, Haley and I did breakfast in the main dining room this morning.
Why are you crapping on the Cafe Promenade?
It's just not that good.
I didn't say it was mind blowing. We already went over that the food's not mind blowing.
I thought the breakfast in the main dining room was pretty good. So
Yeah, we had Benedict. Oh, our live studio audience is here.
oh, they
The
are
Vonnets.
the live studio audience. So we went to. Hold on, I can fix mine. Anyways, yeah. So Chanel on board. No. So breakfast was good. We both did fruit or yogurt
Parfaits.
parfaits. She got the strawberry, I got the blueberry. It's pretty good. We woke up Egg Benedict, and it was good.
It was good.
It wasn't
It's
great,
not like mind blowing Eggs
but
Benedict.
it was good. It was
But
good.
I mean, it's hollandaise sauce, egg, and an English muffin.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
Jason was mad that it kind of had spinach on it. I love that it had spinach on it.
Yeah. So I removed
There's
it.
a question if you have your own YouTube channel, Jason.
No, I don't know how to do any of that stuff.
But he appears with me every Tuesday.
Yeah, I don't know how to do any of that. I'm actually very techie, but not on content creation. No, not content creation.
What's your lunch plans today?
I don't know. I mean, I thought maybe Windjammer, maybe Johnny Rockets,
I could be talked into Johnny Rockets.
maybe Johnny Rockets.
I was gonna do Zimmy, but I could be talked into Johnny Rockets.
Yeah, I might do Johnny Rockets. So yeah, so that's kind of what's going on, guys. So sorry it wasn't as a formal show as normal with the news of the day and the question of the day and the topic of the day, but
I'll give you a question of the day. We're gonna give you 60 seconds while I talk about a question of the day with Jason to leave any remaining comments, questions, concerns before we hop off here. Jason, would you recommend cruising right now?
yeah.
And why?
I mean, it's mostly normal. I mean, I think the experience is mostly normal. Some of the rules are a little ridiculous, like you can't sit at the bar. But for the most part, cruising is fairly normal. I mean, if we flipped the camera around and showed you what was going on, you would think it was 2019 out here.
Yes.
So it's mostly normal.
COVID may be slightly more under control, but the chair hogs are not.
Lots of chairs. This ship's only a third full. Yeah.
Do you see all the towels? But I saw them coming in on this side. I was like,
I might be saving a chair with the towel right now. But
You're
there's
not-
tons of them open. There's tons open. So Cozumel, I think we're gonna rent some Jeep if the weather holds out. It looks like it's gonna rain, like a 100% chance of rain. So I might be on board if it's raining.
you
We'll
can
see.
still drink inside.
That's true. It's gonna be humid as heck.
Oh yeah, my hair will be up in a ponytail for this. It will
Oh,
not
same.
be down.
I will definitely put it.
I know. Well, you can have one of Olivia's scrunchies.
Oh, did you bring it? Oh my gosh, did you bring
I
it?
forgot your headband.
She's been talking about bringing this in. Yeah, so Alex is currently on the Celebrity Millennium, and the most normal experience. Alex, I would agree. This is the most normal thing, the second most normal thing I've done last year and a half. The clubs and bars in Nashville are back
Oh,
open.
Playa. Playa was a whole other level.
That was normal for me. That was a whole other world. So,
That was
yeah,
crazy.
Alex, I cannot wait to talk to you when we get back about your trip. I'm on the summit in a week and 2 weeks. So yeah, I'll be back at sea again in 2 weeks. So
No, there's something very humbling about being back on board. There's times I kind of catch myself feeling a little emotional. You know, it's unfortunate that there are some YouTubers and other people that are trying to poo-poo the experience, because I will tell you, the staff are generally attentive anyways.
they are.
But it's above and beyond. Every single person will stop you even in the promenade. How's your stay? How are you doing? Is there something I can get you? And they're so happy to have
The
people
crew
back.
is so happy. They're so thankful. And I mean, I've been tipping extra normally than I do. I'm going to leave my room attendant a nice pile of cash when I'm done.
Yeah.
He's just, So it's real how normal it is, and I do feel humbled that I'm finally here. I keep getting a lot of texts from my non-cruising friends, the normal people. They're like, "You're on a cruise ship? Like, right? Cruises are back." I'm like, "Cruises are back, baby. Like, cruises are back."
But it's just the same point. You have to have a little grace.
Get that right.
Now, don't get me wrong. If you're sitting in dinner for 3 hours, you need to say something.
I did say something to Giovanni if we were there for 25 minutes and no one said anything to us. And I was like, can we get him water or something? So.
Which is why probably my experience the next night was so great. Hi, Dan. Oh my god.
Someone's delivered a duck. If you know, you know. I hate these things. I'm collecting.
What's on its butt?
I don't know. I'm collecting these things.
But do you notice how it says H and J? That's kind of eerie. But that's kind of eerie, though, isn't it?
Howard has checks. Oh yeah, Alex. Yeah, that's the girl. So, all right, guys. Well, we will get out of here, and we're going to enjoy the rest of our sea day. Haley will be posting content nonstop. Make sure you follow her on Instagram, Haley with the Flair, HALE with a Flair, or on YouTube, TikTok.
And if you like watches or hashtag gays over COVID, it's at JD.
I don't one. I'm not,
on Instagram.
I'm not much of an Instagrammer. She kills the social media. She kills the social media game. So, guys, well, thank you so much for coming on. We're glad to bring you the experience. I'm bored with us today. So, back for another drink and hanging out in the sun.
And if you want to book a cruise, guys, this guy right here, Jason.pool@cruiseplanners.com.
All right, guys. Have a great rest of the day.
Bye guys.